Superman.
Miss Lane.
Your choices, your actions, that's what makes you who you are.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Your choices, your actions, that's what makes you who you are.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Your choices, your actions, that's what makes you who you are.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Your choices, your actions, that's what makes you who you are.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Your choices, your actions, that's what makes you who you are.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Let me see. There it is. What's going on, everybody? Welcome It's been 4 weeks straight that I've been doing the live stream. Hopefully you appreciate it by hitting the like, thumbs up button, leaving a comment after when you watch the replay or before you leave the live stream. Let's have some fun. Has there been any news this week? Because it's been very slow news week. No, it's been mad hysteria on the streets when it comes to Superman. And yes, we're going to talk about box office. We're going to be talking about the news. We're going to talk about ticket sales. We're going to be talking about rumors. We're going to fan out. And always, as always, you guys are the co-hosts of the show. I was trying this week to play around with, because I wanted to invite somebody, but I don't want to invite anybody until I figure that out. To bring somebody into the live stream, and I just couldn't get it to work. I'm gonna have to use OBS whenever I have a guest. So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. I hate using OBS, but it is what it is. Let me see who's in the chat. Oh yeah, thank you. Let me hit the record. There we go. Thank you. Hello, nerd. No, you the nerd. What's going on? Hold on, let me see. What's my chat? Oh my God, did I lose my chat? Oh, here it is. What's going on, Caliente? What's going on? Bien. Kevin Davis. Solid reviews for Superman's domestic box office debut prediction 100 million to 120 million. Bad reviews for Superman's domestic box office 70 to 90 international audience going to have to show up and support. Where do you get this 100 to 120? I think Box Office Mojo, one of those box office website, put out a report, which I'll break down in a couple of minutes, and we'll talk about it, of course. And they estimated way higher than that, which is great. But that's not the official box office number. Just to be clear, that's the real prediction will come from either Deadline or THR. Though they have a more in the know information as far as box office returns. But we'll talk about that. Hey, Chrissy, what's going on, Chrissy? Good to see you. Good to have you here. Derpy Entertainment. Yes. What's going on? Oh wait, let me see. Make sure my drops are working. Yes, it's working. Yes, I'm here. Finally. Yes, thank you, buddy. Listen, I know you were giving me a hard time earlier, but it's not a last minute thing. It's that now when I announce it, it's 30 minutes before. So like if you don't see something 30 minutes before the live stream, it means I'm not doing it in a live stream. But if you see something, because for some reason YouTube pushes your video when you publish it like 30 minutes, like somebody, I shouldn't say no names, but somebody told me do that and you get a better engagement as far as live stream. So I'm like, okay, let me do that. And it looks to have worked. No, you the nerd. Oh man, what a weekend. Yes, what a weekend did. Hey, what's going on, Kenneth? Good to see you here, buddy. Good to see you here. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful week. I might not. I'm on call. So if I get a call from my employer, from my job, I'm going to step away from the live stream, attend to that, and then come back. Probably all of you. It depends. Like if it's towards the end, and I feel like we talked about pretty much about everything. Probably I will end the live stream there. But yeah, let me see something. Let me see. Let's see. There was so many stuff that dropped this week that I honestly didn't know in which order to put in my talking points. So anyway, so let me see this one. Yeah, this is one of them. And the other ones are tweets, which I'm not going to mess around with because otherwise I will probably mess it up. Families will go see How to Train Your Dragon live action and at the theaters, but it isn't going to be a massive success like Lilo and Stitch and Minecraft. I don't know the numbers about that movie, But family movies are like in the it thing right now, because like Lilo and Stitch, Minecraft, and I think this one, How to Train the Dragon, is gonna do good also. So family movies are making bank this summer, so that's good. That's a healthy box office for the industry. Cool. So yeah, so I think listen, as far as the box office, we'll get to that. I think we'll be the DCU is gonna be fine. I've been working on a video going over most of it, almost finished. So it will be up either tonight or tomorrow morning. Some new stuff dropped today too, so I got it added. So okay, you can share it with me. I'll repost it. I forgot to do that one time. I think you sent me something. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to barge into your conversation. Sheesh. All right. Whatever. All right. Oh, my music. That I knew I was missing something. Hold on one second, guys. I need some of that background music. I got the AC going. Hopefully you guys don't hear that noise in the background. Let me see if the mic's picking it up. Oh no, it's not. Great. That's great. That's great. Let's see. Stream beats. Okay. I hate these new earbuds. I hate this. I don't like these ones. Okay. Let's see. Let me just bring this down here. And yeah, that was too loud. All right. So there was an Entertainment Weekly piece. Let's talk about this because it had a couple of nuggets in there that I wanted to touch up on. Let's see. Where? There we go. Here we go. All right, so this is pretty much they had the entire cast. I think, man, this I grabbed this video and uploaded, and this was fun. This was fun to see. Like he's overacting there. Like everybody's like, yeah, I'm pulling whatever, and just James Gunn is like overacting. I thought that was funny. Man, she hot. Anyway, he's not even trying. Yeah, Isabella Merced. I can't wait to see Nathan Fillion. After the last trailer, I cannot wait to see Nathan Fillion on the film. Let me see. This is him. This is David Carnsworth talking about his body. I guess like all the workout that he did to get get in shape. And let me see what I also got a lot of physical comparison to Tom Welling. Okay, so people are always comparing him to Henry Cavill, but Henry Cavill is like stack. He's not short because he's six. I want to say 6 feet. That's not short. 5'7" and below is a short guy. But I think yeah. So anyway, but he's like he got broader shoulders. He's wider, whatever. But this guy is 6'7". You know how hard it is to put on muscle mass on a 6'7" dude? It's not easy. It's a lot of work, and he did it in 3 months. Okay, so I also got a lot of physical comparisons to Tom Welling, who plays Superman in Clark Kent in Smallville. Carnsworth admits, when I was growing up, he was the Superman who was on the TV every week. I think to one extent or another, all the other Superman actors, there's some Venn diagram of our physical characteristic, which makes sense for superhero who is classically
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Too early. Classically, the one who doesn't wear a mask. That is true. Well, he's because this is one of the things that always happen whenever they cast this character. They start making comparisons to his predecessor, and I don't think he looks like Henry at all. Yo, the chemistry between these two individuals, man, I will be really worried if I was her husband or his wife. And people still complaining about the director who's writing, directing, producing the movie being part of the marketing. This is Like the dude is putting, like he's laying his life on the, like he's laying his career on the line for this gig. He's putting, like he's going all in on this film, and people like will have a hard time with him being part of the marketing or being present whenever there's some type of marketing. Of course, it's gonna be there, man. He wrote it, he directed it, he's producing it. He's the co-CEO of DC Studio. He's part of the creatives. Of course, it's gonna be there. So to all those that love to bitch online and Twitter, because I noticed that Twitter is just toxic. I don't see that much vitriol on other platforms as I see it here. And what I noticed is that a lot of you on Twitter, they like to follow the toxic ones, like to follow me on YouTube. I noticed some of them that leave a negative comment. Then I was like, let me see if this individual is also on Twitter. Yeah, it's on Twitter, and he's following me, and he has the proverbial release the Snyder restore the Snyderverse hashtag on the profile. So fuck him. Anyway, so Warner Brothers initially offered Gunn's Superman prior to directing 2021 Suicide Squad back in the previous era of DC storytelling. Even then, before plans were firmly in place, the studio wanted a new actor to play after Henry Cavill. They weren't planning to bring Cavill back. This is not, I don't think this was even a decision or even something that James Gunn could contemplate. I think Warner Brothers approached them and said, "Hey, listen, I want you to do the Superman," but because probably before that, they approached him and said, "Hey, can you do a Superman? Here's Henry," and probably he thought maybe I could do a Henry version or whatever, or Superman, right? Or a sequel to his Superman. But he saw how Zack Snyder was doing his Snyderverse. So taking that character and make it his own was near impossible. It was gonna be an impossible task. So he pretty much, and this is all assumption of mine. So I think he pretty much said to them, "Listen, I'm not interested because if I was to take on this character, I will have to do it from scratch. I'm not interested on try to fix other people's mistake or the people's universe. I'm not interested in that, because I think they also approach I forgot the name of that writer, and he said the exact same things. Like, no, they don't want to go in a different direction. They just want me to fix what's broken, and I was not interested in that either. So there you go. So I think when he came back and said, and they told him, "Hey, listen, yeah, now we're not interested in bringing back Henry. Do whatever it is that you need to do and do a Superman film." So I think I think that's very telling, because all this blame on him being the one that fired Henry Cavill is all nonsense. It's not true. He just didn't rehire him. That's pretty much it. But anyway, so he went on to say, over the years, the stories that that I've told a guy more how to say and less on your face, explained the director who made a name for himself with a horror comedy Slither. Very good movie. I don't like scary movies, but I watched that. It's a disgusting movie, but it was pretty good. Anyway, so he also Johnny. Oh, why I keep getting that stupid thing? Okay, so he said, "I wanted to tell a story about someone who was truly good in a world that doesn't value goodness, in a world that makes fun of basic kindness and basic human values. The fact that he can fly and lift buildings and shoot laser beams from his eyes was really secondary to who he was as a person and what he stood for." Bro, like, you could have issues with the trunks, you could have issues with the color palette, whatever. He understands Superman. He understands the characters. He understands this character at its core on who he is as a human being, because he's that boy that was grown up in Kansas, brought up by a loving family and with great American values. So that individual, that is who he is. Everything that he does is secondary. Like, he could have been raised to be an a-hole, but he was raised to be a good person, to see the best in people before seeing the bad. Like, we are so jaded, and this world needs a little kindness right now, man. Look what's going on in the world. I don't know if you plugged into the news. But right now it's chaos in the Middle East. There's chaos in LA. There's chaos with this administration. There is so much negative stuff going around us that it's just too much to I tune out the news because it's just too much. So I think this is a time where we need something like this, like to make us see things from a more positive outlook. So yeah, because we need some kindness in this world. So this was interesting also in the same Entertainment Weekly article. In this world, humanity has been clued into the existence of metahumans, superpowered individuals, for 300 years. So we've been dealing with, in that universe, they've been dealing with metahumans for 300 years. Going to reveal. If you saw a shark walking down the street, you probably vomit and see yourself and shake yourself to death. He says, if they saw one, they would be more like, oh, so they saw Paul McCartney. By the way, I saw Paul McCartney. I forgot about that. I saw Paul McCartney one time in New York when I used to work at Poland Spring. Anyway, on the sidewalk of New York. So yeah, so I think this is like something about saying that metahumans have been around for 300 years, and what that tells me, that it's more like this universe already established. So he's already putting it in front of you that if you see a character jump in, it's not out of the ordinary, because in this universe this is a normal. Like if you watch The Boys, they introduce a new character. Yeah, sure, that they have all these enhanced individuals in that universe. It's part of the of that stylized version of Earth. And nobody just bats an eye. Nobody questions, like when they introduce all these characters, whenever they have these parties and this, like all these crazy individuals with superpowers. Like nobody questions that, because it's already ingrained in you that you're living in a universe where superheroes and villains exist. And he's just putting that out there so that way that when you see different characters, like when you see the sequel or you see a different movie, he doesn't need to give you like all this extensive backstory about every single one of those individuals. You just need you already bought into the idea that it's in a universe where superheroes exist and have been around since for the last 300 years in that universe. So yeah, it makes sense that dude has some type of powers. Let me see. Okay, let me see. I'm been neglecting you guys for a little bit too long. Let's get back to the chat. Wait, let me see. Let's get back to the chat. How you guys doing? Oh man, yeah, summer's heating up. Hey, good to see you here, buddy. I really enjoy your reaction and breakdown. Oh, thank you. I hope you're a new subscriber. Glad to have you here. Good to see you here. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. We're here every Friday. Depends. Let me see who else is here. What are you saying? Those people will watch the movie only to find things to complain about. Basically, hate watching. Yeah, they hate watching the trailer. I watched the trailer. It was freaking great. It was great from beginning to end. Like if you like, there's one thing that I'm not crazy about that angle and the camera lens. I'm not crazy about it. I'm not gonna love every single little thing, but that's not gonna take me out of the film. But this individual who are invested in hating everything that James Gunn does, they will just clip something out and say, "Oh, look at this piece of shit." Like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Sorry that I'm cursing. I keep telling myself, don't cuss. Sorry about that. Jay Kelly. Gunn should be the main part of the marketing because he's the most successful and famous person involved in the film. Facts. That is a fact. Everybody know who James Gunn is. A lot of people know who Rachel Brosnahan is, also from the Miss Maisel show, but he is the most famous individual in that entire. Well, Nicholas Hoult also, but you're right. But the thing is that my argument is that you wrote produced, directed. And now you are also the co-CEO of the studio. Yes, you're supposed to be there. Yes, you're supposed to be part of the marketing. Anyway. I know, Selena, you're not a fan. That's my listen, Selena. I love you. Selena has been on this live stream. That's my homie. She's my producer. She has been on this live stream since I was like getting one viewer, and that was her and me, and probably my wife in the other room. But thank you for I always thank you for showing up whenever you can. Let me see, Kenneth Carly Jr. I think David and Rachel chemistry is going to be similar to Tyler and that's true. That's true, because their chemistry was like off the chart, because that show, Superman and Lois, man, I love that show. I love it, like the way that it ended. Somebody was cutting onions that day. Hey, look who's here, Tito. He's be nice to my friend. He's a personal friend. It's not a friend from YouTube or Twitter. It's a real life friend. I can remember someone drooling this. Drooling. DC looks like him have. What the hell are you saying, Tito? Let me start from the beginning.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I can't remember someone drooling. DC looks like him. He even sounds like him. Okay, the comparison to are so similar. Can you remind me? Remind you who, man? Stop it. I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. Christopher McQuarrie. Christopher McQuarrie. And I have nothing to say about him, because he was just like, I think he was being sour grapes the other day. Yep, everybody complaining is forgetting who Superman is. It's great to see someone in charge who gets it. Facts. Yeah, he gets it. He's a nerd with superpowers. After seeing all the trailers, this was not a good fit for Henry Cavill. Yes, 100%. Damn, finally, Tito. Me being a Henry Cavill hardliner can admit the fact. That is a mature thing to say. Yes, 100%. I agree. Henry Cavill could never fit that mold that James Gunn was trying to craft for his Superman. He was too stoic. Like, it's not that he was too stoic. I'm sure that if they would initially started with Henry Cavill on this way, you know, him cracking the jokes and all that stuff, it would have been easy for probably to keep him on board, or James Gunn to say, okay, you know what, you can segue into my universe. But he was just it's night and day. Look at those two Superman. It's night and day. It's two different individuals. And because I like Henry. I really like Henry Cavill. I really love BBS and Superman. Justice League is okay. We fought for that Snyder cut. It was a good movie, but it's not as epic as BBS in my opinion. In my humble, I still think it was a great movie. James Gunn understands Superman who he is and what he stands for. Most Superman writers sadly don't. Yes, facts. How many Superman comic books I read? I was like, oh my god, what's this? Hey, movie views. Good to see you here. What's up? Good to see you here. Good to see you here. All right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to. Let me see. Sorry. Let me see, because I have something else queued up. Okay. So this is something that I wanted to talk about, because one of the questions that a lot of people have, it's how we are going to merge our universe into the new DCU. And this is something that James Gunn actually said during the interview when he was talking about promoting the second season of Peacemaker. You've seen it. You've seen what the what we call the QUC, the Quantum Unfolding Chamber, in the first season of Peacemaker. And we see more about the technology in Superman. So we're going to see more of that. So that door, that gate that we see the Hammer of Arabia going through, that's a quantum entanglement. I think the entire third act will take place in the quantum entanglement place. We see more in Superman. James Gunn said the quantum entanglement is the center of the story of Peacemaker second season. We see a lot of different characters from Superman in this season, including Isabella Merced, Nathan Fillion. We already seen that on the trailer, and Sean Gunn. And then we see a bunch of other characters later on in the season from other parts of the DCU and from Superman. There might be even a really, really, really big cameo near the end of the show. Bro, that one right there, I was like, who could it be? Let's talk about this quantum entanglement thing first, right? Because to me, I never liked the idea of the I was okay with the idea of the multiverse, and I think they wrapped it up very good with Loki, with the last season of Loki. Was that the second or the third? I think it was the second, whatever. But I thought it was very well executed, but it got to the point where it's getting a little bit muddied. So I was like, I hope they stay away from this multiverse saga thing, and I think they are. But this idea of creating a quantum unfolding chamber, so it's sort of a gateway into multi-universe without affecting the timeline or the sacred timeline or all this nonsense that you have going on in Marvel. I think it's a fascinating one, because that way you can have characters, I know you're not going to like this, go from the DCEU, show up in the DCU, just like his entire Suicide Squad. Whether you hate it or like it, that's what's going to happen. All those individuals are going to find their way into a quantum entanglement, unfolding chamber, whatever, and then find their way into the DCU. I think that's how he's going to do a lot of these characters. I think we probably see not only his characters, we probably see others. We don't know. I don't know. It depends in what direction he wants to take this. And as far as the surprise cameo at the end, I think I did a short about that. I still think that it's gonna be Martian Manhunter, because to me, like, that's the one that makes sense for them to bring into this universe. But let me know what you guys think. There's also let me see. Okay, so this is something that he said also about the villain. There's also a mysterious figure on Team Lex called Ultraman. So they officially call it an Ultraman. Oh, it's already been there on the toys and whatnot. Whose entire body is covered in a black suit. Gunn continues, that is this era mystery, but the character has comparable abilities to Superman. And that's what I'm going to get to in a second, including laser vision, strength, and flight. So he's pretty much going to fight a Zod-like individual. And this is all like he didn't say that. It's based on the trailer. When asked if Ultraman's is Lex Luthor attempt to create his own Man of Steel, the filmmaker replies, I think that's close. Ultraman is sort of a Lex thug, and he's pretty powerful. Okay, so let me see if I have this queued up in the right place. Let me see, because I asked around. Oh, here we go. Let me put it over here. Come on. So I asked around, who do you guys think? And this individual, let me see. Okay, this individual said that it was this guy. Hell or Hell. HL. Okay, so this guy is not very popular. He's from the New 52. He was supposed to be introduced like the version of the New 52 Bizarro, but in actuality, he's just an attempt. He's like a clone from the cells from Kryptonian. And what happened to this individual was that he was sent to Earth. It was sent out into space when Jor-El was experimenting with sending out ships before he sent his son. So his son was the final product. He had a couple of beta tests before he sent his son on that ship. So he sent this individual. He has powers just like Superman, laser beam. He has mind control. He's a powerful individual. The comic book run was like, but when I saw this, because it's so meh that I completely forgot about this character, because I was looking at this like, who the hell is this? Like everybody's saying Bizarro. It could be Bizarro. It could be David as playing himself as Bizarro, or it could be David playing himself as HL, whatever. HL? Anyway. So yeah, so this is what I was like, bitch, what? You're right. Like when I saw that, I was like, it caught me by surprise. Like, damn it, I forgot about this individual. But yeah, so that's who that character is. And in that, I remember in the comic book run, at the beginning, Superman fights a kaiju, and the kaiju was sent by him. And then Supergirl showed up and said, "Hey, how the hell are you telling me that we are the only two survivors when this kaiju that you just fought was a creation from Krypton?" So like she was still doubting that Krypton was destroyed, whatever. But then the guy appeared to her first, and then appeared to Superman, and then just like everything fell apart. But yeah, but he was pretty much had the same idea that Zod had for Earth. He wanted to terraform the Earth and turn into a new Krypton. Anyway, so yeah, so I thought that, so just in case, this is who I thought this might be, and it might be Bizarro. It might be Bizarro. It could be very well Bizarro. It could be the Ultraman. It is Bizarro. But now going back to the quantum chamber, whatever, because Ultraman is from a different universe. It's from Earth. Oh, I forgot. Anyway, it could be that he went into the quantum chamber, and he dragged that guy from that universe, and probably in that universe he was defeated. He couldn't be Superman, and probably Lex gave him a chance and said, "Hey, maybe come here, join me, and we could kill this version of Superman." Maybe he fought Henry Cavill Superman, and he couldn't defeat him, and he just showed up here and said, "Hey, okay, I got a chance to beat this guy because he's a nice guy." Anyway, let me see. JC, how do you guys feel about July 11 Wallace close? Sorry. Wallace close. Speaking of conversation. Oh God. Listen. All right. So let me be respectful. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the hashtag. So JC is asking. Let me bring that up. JC is asking, do you guys, how do you guys feel about July 11 while it's closed? Hashtag. Speaking of conservation, what? Oh, conversation and being kind. How do people react to fans who don't like WB and its direction, not necessarily the cast and crew? I get it. Like the problem that I have with that is because WB is an entity. It's a business. They saw that the universe that they had in their hands was not as profitable as it should be. It should be in the zeitgeist. At least it should be devoid of ish or drama, because there was so much drama in that universe, and it wasn't generating the buzz that they hoped for. And they thought that we're not going to throw more money into something that is failing. You have thousands of people online who do this chair and armchair numbers saying, "Hey, we was profitable. Look at this chart here." Like, dude, like there's no business that knows that there's a profit to be made out of this product and say, "No, we're not going to do that." The reason why they're not doing it is because it was not profitable for them. It didn't see a way for them to move forward. And WB, the previous version, or the iteration of the WB that was there, Sujihara, all those guys that were there, they're not there anymore. This is a brand new regime who had the right, because they came in fresh. They had the right to start fresh. Even if they kept a couple of individuals from the previous universe, semantics. But they had the right to say, no, we're not going to continue with this individual. We're going to start fresh. We're going to go in a different direction, a lighter tone, a lighter touch. We're going to have different tone for different characters. Like, if you think about it, way into, like, all the stuff that I'm hearing about Green Lantern, way until you see that series, it's dark. It's going to get ridiculously dark. So the fact that James Gunn is also making sure that we have different tones is also an important thing, because the thing is that with the DCEU we had, it was a mess. It's no way to defend it. It was just a mess. I think they should let me see what is it, instead of just attacking like how the world does with opinions, you do you consider engagement in conversation valid? Listen, I'm always willing to have a conversation with anybody who's like level-headed. Like, I remember that I was willing to have a conversation with someone, and then they just went on a rant about yes, we'll accept whatever James Gunn after they give us the Snyder cut, the Justice League 2, 3, and 4, 5. Like they don't owe you anything. They don't have to do anything for you. So I don't understand having, like, when you are this close-minded. Because I get that. I understand every single one of these individuals, but their refusal to let go doesn't mean that I have to adhere to whatever they think, or that the universe should continue to be whatever they want. I think they are just being petulant children who want what, they feel entitled. That's what it is. Anyway, enough about that. The Superman trailer 2 was amazing. I loved it. Yes. Oh, dude. What's going on, dude? Hammer of Arabia sounds like Andrew the Giant in the last TV spot. I agree with some of the criticism, but I think the film will be fun. That's all I'm hoping for. A fun 2 hours summer blockbuster. Coming July 11. Yes, it will. Listen, the marketing, they are throwing so much stuff in this marketing that is incredible to see. Incredible to see. Let me see. This is a concept art that was revealed. I don't know who's posted this. I don't know. Oh, okay. Toro Alebrera. That person, this individual. Follow him. So this was some concept art for the Superman, and it looks like he didn't have a collar. I'm fine with the collar. I'm fine, but he was always gonna have the S in the back, so that's good to see. Okay, so Superman. Oh man, I wanted to make a comparison. See, I put all this stuff out of order. Let's talk about this. Warner Brothers Studio is making a Mr. Miracle animated series with showrunner Tom King. Tom King wrote the best Mr. Miracle. I think he won an award for that too. So I'm excited for this. I really like this. I really like this news. But what's not specific on this news is that we don't know if it's gonna be part of the DCU, if it's gonna be Elseworlds. We do not know yet. That information was not revealed. And if it's part of the DCU, this is how we get New Genesis. This is how we get Darkseid. This is how we get Darkseid. So we're gonna retrofit. See, I think this is such a smart way to do things. You can say whatever you want, but introducing characters that that are part of that universe, where Darkseid, the Sod, Granny Goodness, New Genesis, Highfather, like all these individuals exist in those planets, right? Introduce those characters. You already like have it in your head, oh my God, they are part of the universe. So this animated series is going to be part of the DCU, just like Creature Commandos, because we're going to see characters from Creature Commandos in live action. Like, we're supposed to be G.I. Robot on the now canceled Sergeant Rock movie. But now we're going to have a Mr. Miracle that could potentially, backdoor us into that universe, to the new gods. So I think that this is, I hope it is. There's no official announcement whether it's going to be part of the DCU or it's going to be Elseworlds. I hope it is part of the new DCU. Okay. Now this was I was reading this tweet. All right, so this is some of the marketing. Let's share some of this stuff because I thought it was hold on. Before I get into this, let's get back into you guys. Because I haven't read some of your comments yet. Let me see. My time is not too crazy. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay, let me see. I thought the trailer was mid, good, but it's just another superhero movie. Doesn't feel like anything special, like how Nolan movies did or Man of Steel feel. It's all subjective, my friend. It's all subjective. Just give it a chance. If it's not, even if you go and watch it and it's still not for you, that's fine. It's a subjective medium. So you might love it, you might hate it. I might love it, I might feel indifferent, but everything I've seen so far resonates with me. So I think I'm gonna love it. James G. Paratrooper. James Y. Paratrooper. Okay, James J. Paratrooper. If you like seeing Superman getting pounded mercilessly, then watch this movie. I don't know. I honestly think you guys. Do you read comics, dude? Do you read comics? Did you watch the original Superman? Did you watch what's the name? Superman Return? That dude got stabbed by Lex Luthor. He got beat up by humans. He got the power like halfway through the movie. Like, what are you talking about? Superman, Man of Steel was deleted on the sequel. What are you talking about? Anyway. Okay. What is this? Uncle Ben's Rice nephew. Hey, what's going on? I haven't seen you here in a minute, man. You deserve one of this, buddy. I haven't seen you here in a minute. You've been hiding. What's going on? Good to see you here, bro. I think James Gunn is going to make Superman more likable. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, very much so. Henry Cavill Superman or Harley Quinn, but I don't think we're gonna get I will be incredibly surprised if we get Harley Quinn back into this universe. I will be incredibly surprised. Good to see you here. Look up, everybody. Yes, please, and hit that thumbs up button when you join the live stream. I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, James Gunn say that. James Gunn did say it's close to a clone. Yeah, it's close to a clone, but I don't think it's. I think it is Bizarro, and the only reason why I think like 100%, I got a feeling that it's Bizarro is because of this. Let me see if let me look that up. Hold on one second. Let me look that up because I think James Gunn is the type of individual that likes to tease stuff ahead of time. And then if you go back to his old tweet, then you see, oh my God, he talked about this before. Hold on one second, James. I'll show you. I think this is the plan that he has in mind for the DCU. Hold on one second, because I had to like scroll through like old pictures of him. Let me see. I'm not going too far. Okay, I'm getting close. Let's see. This is Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's see. Come on, where is it? I'll show you exactly the plan that he got in mind. I will tell you. Come on, where is it? Come on, Mr. Miracle. Come on. Where is it, bro? Come on. Where did it go? Did he delete it? I think he deleted it. Oh, come on. Suicide Squad? No, I think he posted after that. Okay, hold on one second. This. Come on. It was a picture with the entire DCU, and I think this is what it's gonna look like by the end of the day. I guarantee you this. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me share that with you. I think this is what his universe is gonna look like. This is precisely what his universe is gonna look like. It's gonna have Aquaman, Green Arrow. This is Bizarro. This version of Bizarro. He already has Mr. Terrific. He already Metamorpho, Mr. Terrific. These two are gonna be next in line. Batman is already announced. Damian is already announced to be part of this film. I think we're gonna get Wally instead of Barry. So I'm excited for that. We already have Girl. There's been announced of a Deathstroke movie, and there was an announcement about the Swamp Thing film. So I think this here, it's what his universe is gonna look by the end of the day. Like, I got a feeling you got the Lanterns too. I think Supergirl. So yeah, by the end of the day, this is what his universe is gonna look like. You cannot convince me otherwise, because he's the type of individual that loves to tease what he's working on. Let me see. Was it showing? Yeah, it was showing the whole thing. Okay. All right. So let's go into this. This is somewhat part of the marketing. This was Jimmy Olsen being Jimmy Olsen. Let me see if I could play. Oh no, that's not good. All right, let's play over here.
I'm Jimmy. This is where I work. Follow me. This is my office at the Daily Planet, aka where the magic happens. We have
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Did you print that bank statement?
I'm gonna get to it.
She's bossy.
Like head reporter, she's technically on paper above me. I like to think we're equals. She'll sometimes take a tone with me that sounds like she's telling me what to do.
What are you doing?
She it's friendly when she does this. She doesn't mean her tone.
Jimmy, shut up.
Got it. Her tone's more severe than how she means it. That's Clark. Clark's the man. Another reporter at the Daily Planet. He steps out a lot and sort of skips a little bit whenever she looks at him, and that's pretty much it.
That's a picture that we're taking.
Oh, wait, what's that?
It's a ladies' man. Yo, he's doing good. He be pulling something. He got some nice pull.
Oh, that's those are just friends.
He got some nice pull. Shout out to him. Let me see. What are you guys talking about? Laney's here? Where is Oh, I hate that guy. Laney is a nice guy, but he's a cultist. That's my boy though. What's going on, Lady Nelly? Good to see you here, buddy. Good to see you here, buddy. Great Ben calling me a child. That does everything. Bro, you know you're my boy, but sometimes you be going too far deep on the deep, too far left, bro. Hey, good to see you here, Steven Cockley. Good to see you here, brother. Thank you for checking in. Always good to see you here. Hey, Kavari, how accurate are the early box office tracking? They're not accurate. They're not 100% accurate. I already said that I'll talk about it a little bit more later on, but they're not 100% accurate at all, because I think this is just this one, it's not Box Office Mojo. The most accurate one is the one that comes from either Deadline or THR. So I'll reiterate that when I talk about that. I know, right? We need Big Barda, yeah, to be more famous. I know she's a badass. She's a badass. I remember when what's her name? I forgot her name. Shit. She was gonna do a film, The New Gods, and that was also a mess. Like like she was working with Tom Kane on a New Gods film. Damn man, I got her name like at the tip of my tongue. She did one of my favorite freaking series of all time. So, the Park Six. I'll get to me. Martian Manhunt, and let's go. Facts. Boo. Boo, what did the characters is showing? Like, oh, God. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut up, Lidinelli. Anyway, so this is an interview that they did because they're doing like they went after the tickets went on sale. They just went full on marketing there, and that's not even the global marketing that they're gonna do. Well, they are doing the global marketing, but they're gonna go in on site. They're gonna go to China. The entire cast. They're gonna go to China. They're gonna go to Mexico, Brazil. I think they're gonna go to a couple of spots. I don't know the exact names of those places, but yeah. I think the new guy. I think introducing. Yeah, I agree. I think they should do the new gods, like the version. Oh my God, yo! Because he's a huge fan of Game of Thrones. Like we get a Game of Thrones inspired Game of Thrones type of show with the new gods. Son, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. He would absolutely own the TV screen and all streaming shows.
So we were gonna
All
not
right,
have.
so this is something that he. Let me see. It's only 1 minute. So let's go over
One
this.
of the biggest questions was, were we going to have Trunks or we were going to not have Trunks? I talked to Zack Snyder, who was like, I tried a billion different versions with the Trunks and I couldn't get there. And I was feeling exactly the same way. I went in with David. He tried in not Trunks and he tried in Trunks. And I still was going to go with not Trunks.
You wanted Trunks in theory. You liked the idea of Trunks.
Theoretically, I liked the idea of Trunks because it's, Superman I grew up with.
But the problem is they look kind of silly. You were looking for a way to make them look cool, or you were looking for a function, an explanation for having them.
A reason why they would be there, yeah.
And my thing was just maybe they're supposed to look a little silly. Maybe the reason he wears them is to look a little silly, basically to undermine how powerful he really is.
In this version of the DCU, everyone knows he's an alien. He shoots beams out of his eyes. He can blow things down with his breath. He's sort of this terrifying creature, but he really likes kids and human beings and people, and he wants kids not to be afraid of him. And so that was the thing that made me decide to keep the Trunks.
That's that's how you do it. Listen, and I was not a fan of the Trunks. I still kind of like go like the Trunks, but it works for this universe. For this universe, it works. The explanation that David had for the reasoning to have the Trunks makes total sense. But as you can see, James Gunn was trying to make it work, but he couldn't. Just like Zack Snyder, he couldn't make it work, and James Gunn couldn't make it work, but he just got convinced by this guy. Okay, maybe this is the reason, and let's go with this one. Because to me, like, yeah, it makes sense to the natural progression. Like once the Trunks come off, don't bring him back. But bringing them back, another thing is that you have to create a clear distinction from the previous universe, because they are promoting this film in a way to tell the viewers this is not the same universe that you were accustomed to. This is not the same universe that you were familiar with. This is a whole brand new thing. Like this, in the marketing, at its core is saying this is something brand new. This is not what you've seen before. Do not expect Henry Cavill Superman. Do not expect this Gal Gadot or any of those other actors to appear in this universe, unless they play a different character, which is fine with me. I'll be fine with that. So I think having the Trunks, like I got a little bit of reservation, but it's not to the point where it's gonna take me out of the movies, because I've seen so many shots that I'm like, oh my God, this looks beautiful. On the last trailer when he was flying down around the fire, fucking chef's kiss. How beautiful was that shot? Hillian Dread, the fortress door only seems to open for Superman and Krypton. Oh, that is true. That is true. I was talking to somebody about that. That is true. So the Fortress of Solitude door only seems to open for Superman and Krypto. So if indeed the door only opens for Kryptonian, that will rule out Bizarro. That's true. That is true. So I think that individual could be HL. Hell, whatever. Yeah, because that is true. That is very true. That will rule out Bizarro. So if that's what they're gonna use. Like if he reads the biometrics and sees that he's a Kryptonian. If he's a Kryptonian, right away I'm gonna say, okay, so that's a version of Ultraman from that other pocket universe that was brought into this pocket universe. I just need to see this movie to see how they explain this, because I need to know, and I'm sure they're gonna execute that perfectly. Hey, Phil, good to see you here, brother. Good to see you here, man. Good to see you here, buddy. Jonathan Noble. Also, when Superman says, "I'm not messing around, I'm doing important stuff," okay. They say that he's being like Star-Lord, but in reality, there's nothing wrong with having Star-Lord personality because he's funny. Yes, he's more human than, this is your second message here. Hold on a second. There's nothing, let me scroll. And there's no, he's more human than he is, than he's celestial, and that's what Superman is. He's allowed to, listen, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's just that, I don't know. I don't want to pinpoint. I don't want to say something negative about a specific group. But I got a feeling like all these individuals are very young, and the only exposure to Superman has been via Zack Snyder, and which is fine. But they shouldn't, maybe they shouldn't have the idea that Superman was one thing, because Superman is not one thing. Superman is many things, just like all things. Nobody's one thing. I think he's no, I want Wally. I think Superman can be dark and it's valid. Superman can be light in tone and it's valid. Superman can be grumpy and it's valid. He can be also stoic and grumpy and funny. He can be all those things, just like I like every other person in the world. We all go through moods, man. It's just, that's how life is. But everybody has this this thing about, this is not my Superman. Like, who the hell? What are you talking about? Anyway, so this is another picture that James Gunn revealed today. The first custom fitting. This was when they were custom fitting for the first time. He didn't have the bulk up yet. You know what? He doesn't look that bad with like his regular hair. But they're not. They wanted to put the bulk up on him. The practical metamorpho, man. I'm still astounded how great that practical effect is, man. I cannot wait to see him, because there's a shot on the trailer that he's like catching Superman and Baby Joe and Crypto, and it looks so cool. It looks very Guardians of the Galaxy. Listen, I saw this and I got choked up. I know some of you that have been riding with me for many years know that my dad passed away 2 years ago, and it's gonna be Father's Day this weekend, and I was thinking about him, and I saw this like, oh, like I got emotional. So, and I thought this was really good, and I just reposted it.
I thought I was.
Son, you don't seem quite yourself.
I'm not who I thought I was.
Your choices. That's what makes you who you are. I couldn't be more proud of you.
I love you, Bob.
I'm not gonna get emotional. But listen, because I saw somebody posting, "Oh, Henry could never do this." Like, don't say that. Like, Henry was shafted, man. Like, Henry could have been, like, if he was given this type of material initially, I have no issues with him playing this type of Superman, and I think he would have delivered. But that was not the Superman that he did, and it was difficult for them to just, you know, bring him into this universe and make it look like this type of Superman. Let me see. Let me go back here to the chat. Let me see. What if Henry Cavill is no HL inside the Ultraman suit? I've seen a lot of people saying that there's no way. Like, I will be floored. I will be floored if that's the case. I don't know if you guys got your tickets, like the Amazon tickets. I got my Amazon. I spent a shit ton of money. I got it all of it back because I'll tell you a story what happened to me. So I don't think Henry would actually, because I know some people were saying that this will be a good way to segue into the new universe for Henry Cavill, kind of close the door behind him and for him to have a nice little send off. Like, no, that's not how it works. No. If he would have gotten a proper sequel, that would have been a nice send off. But instead, he left off with Black Adam. We need to talk. That was horrible, and that's all on The Rock. That's all on The Rock. Yeah, about this universe resembling that picture to a degree. Yes, I know, right? I think that's what it is. I think he's putting that universe. I don't like an amalgamation of that. I think he posted that image because he's saying 99% of this, it's what you're gonna get in my universe. Probably a couple other characters that we don't know anything about. But yeah. Chocobar, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the Hammer of Baravia, he's like beaming through the office of the Choco company. Hey, Dylan the City, good to see you here, brother. Good to see you. Not too late to join the party. Let me see. Oh man, I went down too far. Where did I leave off? Oh man. Hello. Oh, there was a party today. Thank you for joining the live stream, guys. Jeez. Trunks for the universe is right since the Superman is uber goofy. Listen, my Christian brother, don't make me cuss you out. Don't make me cuss you out. The black eyes is not black eyes. Those are from his whenever he uses the I don't think Tito read comics books. I don't think you read comic books. Anyway, bloody face. If he's the power, of course you're gonna get bloody. Broken bones. If you fight somebody just as strong as Superman, yes, you're gonna get your bones broken. Trunks fit like Tito. I'm not gonna put it in your comments no more. What? Jose, okay, yeah, I guess I do. I guess yes, he must. Listen, it's not about glazing, bro. It's not about that. Like, I think you could have constructive criticism, but when you criticism come from a bad faith argument, then no, I'm not having it. I'm not having that conversation with you, whether we're cool or not. It's just the way that I am. Like, why even try to have a conversation with somebody who coming from a place that is bad? That is bad faith. It's a bad faith argument. Like, if you present it to me with like, listen, dude, I get it. It's not for me, because listen, I know a lot of individuals that I'm close with that it's not for them. But they're not relentlessly on social media saying, look at this shot, look at this color, look at this pants, look at this smile, look at the eyes, look at the bloody, look at the where he stalks. Like, all that nonsense has nothing to do with having a open dialogue. Nothing. You are coming with a bad faith argument because you're already pointing out something negative instead of saying, hey, let's have a conversation about this. Let me know what you think about how you feel about this universe. And do you see potential in other areas? Could this movie resonate with you, but other things will? Like, those are the things that you have as a grown-up person. You will say things like that. Like, because I have people who say, I'm not interested in Superman. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But I'm interested in the Green Lantern. But I love what he did with Peacemaker. And I'm interested to see what other directors will come on board to direct all these the other films. Like, stuff like that is an adult, open dialogue. But when you come from a place where you just come hating, being negative, like, oh, everything that comes out of your mouth is about one movie, you think like that's the whole universe, that this one movie. No, then I'm not. Call it an echo chamber, whatever you want, but it's not about that. It's because you guys come at me sideways with a stupid fucking argument every single time, not with a good faith conversation. Like, like my boy, and that's my boy, that's my friend. Like, that's my friend, like in real life. Like he's having all the, you know, because I know how he feels about the character and how he looks and all that stuff. And, you know, again, he's like throwing bad faith argument. Uber goofy, gets his ass kicked, black eye, whatever, all that stuff. Like that's a bad faith argument. I know he's being facetious. I know he's being funny. But I know people that are there that have, like, they go harder than the paint about that. And it's negative. And it's like straight out the gate saying all this nonsense. Like, oh, I can have a conversation with you. Like, anyway, so enough of that. They're upset that Superman has potentially and is walking around being Superman instead of just drooping smile. Yeah, see, that's the thing, because they have an idea in their minds of what Superman's supposed to be, and it's not a one thing. He can be all those things, and that's what I try to drive home. Yeah, on the Twitter. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Because you've been a bitch on Twitter. Los J, I like this guy already. Never been his life before. He's making sense. Thank you. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for joining the live stream. Jonathan, no, I think the Lex Troopers are enhanced. I slowed the heat visions scene, and I didn't see any rocket thrusters. Ooh, yeah, maybe like that's why they can withstand a punch. That's why oh my God, man. I hate listening to that fucking guy's voice. Somebody sent me a clip of that guy. Anyway, Anthony Baker, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. It is the Big Blue Boy Scouts. I never call him that. You never call him that? Have you watched the comics? Have you watched the animated series? Have you read the comics and watched the animated series? Like I feel like I feel embarrassed that if people watching me are like 10, 15 years old, because all they know is one thing. I will be embarrassed if that's the case. Oh man. Let me see. Ben, he said echo chamber because I told him you banned me to the dungeon for saying I don't like what I saw from Superman. I didn't ban you. Did I block you? I must have blocked you. I probably put you on timeout and I blocked it by accident. You deserve it. Don't make me block you again. Oh man, Uncle Ben's right. I'm on board with not having the unbeatable Superman. Yes, listen, this is one of the things that I always have. Like people say that Superman is boring because he's on the. You cannot defeat him. He's a god. He's a godlike individual that is boring because you cannot stop him. But having a Superman that can get hurt, it creates stakes because now you have a fear for him. Like something might happen. Like why he got hurt? Like when you see a god bleed, then all bets are off. Like it's like King Leonidas said. At the end of the day, strongmen stood here and they know that a god will bleed, whatever. But the point of that is that if he bleeds, somebody else can come and attack you and take you out. That's what he was saying to Cersei. And that was Zack Snyder. But that you guys missed the fucking message. The point of having Superman being heard, being able to get hurt, it means that, you know, the stakes are higher. Like, so what? You mean to tell me there's other individuals that go mess this boy up? So now whenever he comes onto the scene to fight anybody else, it's not with the sense is like, oh, Superman's just gonna take him out. Nah, you're gonna be like, yo, careful, Superman. This dude is real. This motherfucker is real. Feel me? So like, if you knew that he was invincible, it's just like, nah. Anyway, so let's get back to some of the news. I'll come back to the chat. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the chat. I really like that. I'm really enjoying the chat today. Okay. So James Gunn poured cold water yet again on the Batman merging into the DCU. Now, listen, this is somebody who actually posted on Threads. And this individual said, please have a look at this article, James Gunn. Internet is buzzing with the topic. All of us, not all of us, bro. Pump your brakes. All of us, DC fans, want this. I think you too. And he was talking about Robert Pattinson joining the DCU. And James Gunn responded, all will seem to be pushing it, saying like, don't include me there. Or hear me out. Or James Gunn has a way to say things without saying it, right? Him saying this, which I kind of hit up a couple of people, but they ignore me like they always do. They don't ignore me they ignore me until I'm fucking right, because I'm being right so many times, but they never give me my flowers. But I don't care. I still love them. It's cool people that I fuck with. But anyway, so James Gunn has a habit of saying things in a way that does not compromises them, or that doesn't put him in a box. So when he said all will be pushing it, like if you read that right away, you say, okay, he's talking about himself. What if he's talking about Matt Reeves? What if just humor me here? What if he's talking about Matt Reeves? That is the one that doesn't want his Batman in the DCU. Maybe he does want it in the DCU, but don't say all, because Matt Reeves don't want him in the DCU. I don't want him in the DCU. I would prefer for Matt Reeves to continue to do his Batverse separate to the DCU. But then again, David Zaslav does not want Superman, Batmans, Wonder Woman's running around. So we are at an impasse here. So I got a feeling that the Warner Brothers is waiting. Warner Brothers, Matt Reeves, and James Gunn, they are waiting to see Superman's performance. Once that movie comes out and it kills at the box office, decisions will be made. I don't know what decisions those will be. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I got a feeling that all those decisions will be made once they get a good understanding that yes, we got a freaking hit in our hands. This universe is in great hands. We're gonna listen to this man, and it's whatever he says goes. And if he says, "Bring me the Batman," either Matt Reeves walks, or I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I got a feeling that's what's happening. I got a feeling that's what's happening. Anyway, see, again, another bad faith fucking argument. I like Jose though. That's fine, Ben. But the last shot in the trailer with the Stretch Armstrong Superman look like, see, this is and you guys are so predictable, because I saw this, I was like, I'm not a fan of the shot. I'm not a fan of the shot, by the way, just to be fair, to be clear. But I knew, like, it was like clockwork. Every channel that is hell bent on hating on this film was gonna use that shot as their thumbnail. Go and look it up to see if I'm not lying. If I'm lying. So when you do that, this when you do that, that's what I'm saying. This is like all bad faith argument. I don't like that shot, but that doesn't negate that it's a cool sequence. Like one frame is just gonna completely dismiss the entire freaking sequence, bro. You know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. Love you. All right. So next thing. Talking about that, and this is what I said. This is why I posted. This is here. This is a shot. This is that exact same shot. The only thing is that this is from far away, him doing Sonic Boom. And this is him doing the Sonic Boom. This is the camera inside the Sonic Boom. Sure, I'm not crazy about this little shot here. No, I'm not crazy. But if you watch it on 3D, it will give you a different experience. This is a movie that's gonna play on IMAX, 3D, and regular format, Dolby, and all that stuff. So he has to cater, like the cinematography has to cater to some of those people who pay a little extra to watch those formats. So I think this is for those people that are gonna watch it in 3D, where they're gonna see the arms right all up on their face. Even though I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy about the wide angle lens. I'm not. But it's a choice. I can tell you that. But like the entire sequence, then it goes into this little sequence. Cool, bad, cool. See what I'm saying? Like, but you grab that little frame, the one that you don't like, to bitch and moan about it. Non-stop on social media. But whatever, dude. Anyway. Let's see. Let me chat it up with you guys, because let me make sure that I got everything. I got some other stuff. Okay. Yeah, I think those are enhanced human beings. Yeah, I think so too. I think they enhance superhuman, metahumans, whatever. I think so too. Let me see. Where did I left off? Antonio Baker, the last time I checked, as much as I don't like those movies, they made billions of dollars, just like when he was in the Harry Potter franchise that made billions. I'm not sure I don't know who he's talking about. Who made billions? I don't know who made billions of dollars. Los J, I'm not a fan of The Last Shot, but this film looks 10 times better than any other the films I've seen thus far. Come on now, guys. Yes, see what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that shot. That one little frame, not a fan. Everything else looks like that one shot is gonna negate everything, like him spinning and just like he visioned these enemies. That's just gonna dismiss that, or everything else. That make it make sense. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you are bitches. All of you, even the ones I ride with. Yeah, I think it's a bitches, man. You like to bitch about this is like nonsense. It's just bitching. Like, what the fuck you think is gonna happen? Like, James Gunn is gonna cancel the fucking movie and say, well, this is a bad shot. This Jose said it's a bad shot, so we gotta cancel the movie now. The fuck you talking about, bro? Anyway, the first Batman movie made 770 millions in 45 days. That say that Robert Pattinson is a box office draw. Yeah, but he is. Well, the Batman is, because the last movie he made, bro. That last movie he made, didn't make no money. It actually cost the studio money. So the studio is saying to him, motherfucker, you owe me. We took a L with a Mickey 17, 13, whatever we took a L on the pocket with that movie. So when Superman is a hit, and James Gunn come calling and says, you need to be part of this universe, it's time to pay up, motherfucker. Selena Khan, you know that shot is leading him to something badass, but no, the haters are gonna write an ISA about it. Facts. That's why my girl, that's why she my producer. Feel me? Yes, we lacking context. Like, we don't know how that shot ends. Like what if it does like something really epic at the end? Like, we haven't gotten epicness, and like this movie is filled with epicnesses. Anyways, let me share this with you guys. This is one of the things that this was shared with me with somebody from DC Film News a few months ago when the movie was in production. Somebody that is part of that team, his wife was giving birth around that time. She's beautiful daughter. I'm not gonna say who it is, but he shared that with me. He said, hey, look what David responded. So David responded. He just like sent this nice, sweet little message You cannot make out. Go to my Twitter page. But pretty much it's like giving him like this nice advice about the movie, about the baby, about his wife, being there, being present, do the whole thing about getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. All those things that you do as a dad and a husband when you have a newborn. So he just gave him the sweetest advice, and I was like, this dude is the perfect Superman. I think he's like a genuinely nice, good guy, a good person. So I think that like he's embodied this character inside and outside of the court. I was gonna say like he's playing basketball. He embodied the character on cinemas and outside of cinemas. I think he just like James Gunn lucked out with this individual to play this character. Like, cause he could have been an asshole. He could have been a jerk outside of the work. But nah, he is that dude. He is Superman. Well, he's not Superman, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, he embodies that kindness that some people lack. And another thing he said that wasn't shared, I don't know if I should share this, is that he's no. It's something trivial. That he's just like giving his all. He's giving his all to this movie. He's doing his best work yet, and he's giving his all. I was like, yeah, I can tell. Now that I see the trailers, yes. You could tell that he was like really present on this film. But yeah, I like that. The popcorn buckets. Man, I still think it's still not too late to get the trunks. Well, this kind of are the trunks ones, so yeah. But we don't have Alamo Draft House in my area. All we have is AMC. And I'm not getting this because I wanted this. This is the one I wanted. But we don't have Regal Cinemas in this area anymore. Let me see. This one, I would have definitely bought this one for my daughter. But yeah, so they wouldn't have Regal Cinemas in this area. Too bad. But yeah, so these are all the popcorn buckets. So if you are going to Cinemarks, Regal, AMC or Regal or Alamo Draft House. Alamo Draft House, that's like West Coast thing, right? Because I remember the only place that I seen Alamo Draft House when I went to visit my friend in Houston. So anyway, all right. So this is a shot. So this was pretty cool. So here goes Superman. This is like, you cannot tell me this is not a cool shot. Like, he's coming up. Flying up, punches this guy out of the way, does a 360 and like, bam! That was perfect. And not only that, you see Crypto grabbing the guy, taking the hat off at the same time. Like, there's so much stuff going on at the same time. Like, he takes off his hat and there's like set him up nicely. And he's like, he's like, my dog got me. Like, bam! So I saved that for whenever people are being obnoxious on social media. But anyway, so I saw people bitching, grown men bitching, because this is what I'm done with y'all. You know, it's hats off. The gloves are coming off. Fuck all of y'all. Bitching about this shot, saying that Superman wouldn't do this. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? Have you even seen this character ever? Like, you never seen this character before? But like, you were fine with him like punching Zod like before anyway. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, Superman goes harder than the pain when he's fighting his enemies. He punches. That's what he does. He got a punch. And this individual is not human, obviously, because if he was human, his head will come clean right off. You get me? Not his teeth. His head will come clean right off. And another thing to keep in mind, what if he's human? What if his Superman was down there in the alter quantum and he was depowered because of the atmosphere, this red sun? Who knows? Like, we don't know. We lacking a lot of context. But motherfuckers want to talk shit because that's why they get those clicks. They get those views. They get those comments. They get all those people. Yeah, you're right. Like to me, it doesn't make any sense. Like, we lacking context. What if it's depowered? What if this 1,000 what if scenarios that could happen before he punched this guy? Like, we don't know. So you saying like he wouldn't punch that guy because Superman doesn't do this shit? What the fuck out of here, bro? You think this is George Reed Superman? Even him punched somebody. Anyway, so yeah, this is a cool punch. This is a really cool punch. Anyway, so yeah, James Gunn has also said, I just saw the final version of Superman in 3D and wow, just incredible to see it. If you have a taste for 3D, which I don't, I'd rather watch it in IMAX. This is a great way to see the film. Yeah, I'm not a fan of 3D, but yeah, that's why like the bounce of the screen, because it's meant for IMAX. I mean for 3D, just like the other shot. The marketing, man. The marketing, I know this stuff is not real. There was not a Superman shield coming out of the water in Sydney. I guess that's Australia. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know where that is, what bridge that is. But yeah, there's not a Superman coming out of the water. But it's more marketing. This is all CGI. But the marketing for this thing has been impeccable. Impeccable. This was Superman in New York. I can confirm that this is not real also, but it's really cool. I wouldn't be surprised because what they do is that they change the colors of the top of the tower. So I wouldn't be surprised if they change the colors of the tower because in celebration. This is in France. This is in France. Let me speak in French. Superman. Hope you understood that. So yeah, so this I don't think there is something there. Again, this is all marketing stuff. I thought this was really cool idea. I don't know if this is real because like this stuff, like you could have paid for this, but I don't know if they allow signs on the Eiffel Towers. So I doubted that it's real. And I haven't seen anybody post, because people, what they like to do is like take pictures and post it online right away, saying, yeah, it's real, I saw it here and whatever the hell in France, whatever. So, but it is cool that they are taking all these spots, and I think those are the places where they're gonna be doing this global tour with the entire cast, and they're showing love before they show up there, showing some marketing for those places. This is another video. Let me play it for you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me bring it up.
Hey, Clark.
Hey, Jimmy.
Did you, Who are you?
That's funny. That's the proverbial joke of Superman wearing glasses and nobody realizing that Superman and Clark Kent are the same person, which is funny. It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny. Let me see. Oh my God, you guys went ballistic on the chat. Hold on. Let me see if I can catch up with some of you guys. Let me see. Damn. No, let me see if I can. Let me see. Okay. No, oh man, you guys went. I'm gonna have to pick like a point in the middle. All right, let's go from here. Bro, the freeze breath framed his shot. What freeze breath? I didn't say freeze breath. Bro, the freeze breath. Dell in the city. Bro, the freeze. Frame. I'm sorry.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Okay, the freeze frame, the shot where with the laser of all leg soldiers, and they are now whining about a split. Yeah, a split on the cape, a split on the. Oh, this is hilarious. Antonio Baker, Grace Randolph, sees another one. Grace Randolph, I guess she's another. Okay, she's another one, and Angel's a Snyder fan, and it's a small percentage of Snyder fans that are doing this. Yeah, it is not all of them. It is not all of them. It's a bunch of trolls, and I think I always say it's all performative. Some of them are really crazy like that. Some of them they just want the clicks and views because they are the worst. They are grifters because they know the Snyderverse is not gonna come back, and they are giving false hope to these individuals, making them believe that if they keep the fight, they're gonna get the Snyderverse restored, and they're gonna keep getting those individuals going back to the channels and supporting them. And that's unfortunate that you would take advantage of the people that spend their time and money to watch you, but it is what it is. Jose Aguirre's the last shot will look great on the big screen, so it looks stereo on my TV when I buy the Blu-ray rate. I guess so. Yeah, because the thing is, like, we don't know what it's gonna look like on the big screen. Like, these films are made for the big screen. David Carnes is great. It's a great person, nerd geek like many of us. You can see it. You can see it in his old interviews. He also, yeah, that's true. He married. That's true. He's married and he has kids. I remember that he the first time that I saw him being a nerd was when he was quoting some Star Wars stuff. So yeah, he was definitely. Tito Silva, dang, you sounding like like the mad rapper today. You give me. Mad. Yeah, you remember the mad rapper Hot 97? Yeah, if you're not familiar with the mad rapper, that was a character on hip hop station in the Hot 97 in the 90s. I got it. No, I don't have Tim's on. I have the black. I have the black Air Max. If you know, you know. You got Regal. Yeah, I only have AMC theaters in this area. There's also Alamo Draft House in the North Carolina. Oh, see, we don't have it here on the Northeast. I haven't seen one ever. Antonio Baker, you call him Sparkly Batman with you don't remember the what? Sparkly Batman? When they cast him, I was not a fan of that casting, and I was like, I'm not a fan of Robert Pattinson. And I was very fair. I said I'm not a fan of this character or this actor, but I'm willing to see what he brings to the table. If he does well, if I like it, I'm gonna take it all back. And he killed it. He killed it. Like if you say to me, I'm not a fan of what James Gunn is doing or what this Superman looks like, but I'm gonna give it a first shot. That's a great way to look at things, because you don't know what it is until you see it. You know me? Yeah. Yes. They lost a lot of money in the movie, so his name is not a big box office draw, because before the Batman, he was doing indie films, and then he did that god awful movie with Nolan. And you cannot. This is a debate for another day. That movie Tenet is trash. You cannot convince me otherwise. He did Tenet, and then he did Batman, but before that, he was just doing small indie films. And Tenet did good because Nolan's name was attached to it. Anyway, what do you guys say? Let me see. I don't want to go too far. Haters, they don't have a case, and they'll continue. I have no desire to argue with them. Like these dudes come in the chat. They're cool. They're cool peoples. I'm just fucking with y'all. But as far as like those individuals, like don't hit me up for a live stream. Don't inbox me. Don't at me, motherfucker. I don't fuck with y'all. Let me see. Let's take your words. Antonio Baker, I'll take your word for it. I saw one Twilight movie, and that wasn't 200. I saw Twilights. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why. But anyway, let me see. I think Let's see. Let me see. What? See? Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. He fucked around and found out. He probably jacked up on some Maxwell lower X kryptonite. If you know, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like, we lacking so much context. So stop assuming shit or making little outlandish arguments over a small, like a blink and you miss it frame. This makes no sense. Remember when Superman punched Bane in Batman in the animated series? Yes, Bane, who's also human, who just happened to use Venom to get his super strength. Yes, you know how many times he punches people all the time in the comics and animated series, everywhere. Like, watch the new Adventures of Super. Oh my God, watch the new Adventures of Superman. Come on, Hunter Iggy, Sky. What? Fuck that guy. Oh my God, you know how many times. I don't want to like Hunter. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna put that name on my fucking chat. That guy doesn't deserve the clout. Fuck him. Fuck all of him. Yeah, that's what they get. That's it. All right, let's move on to other things. Creature Commandos season 2 is now in production. This is part of the Deadline report, and I think this is a great idea because they're going to introduce a brand new squad for Creature Commandos. If you remember, at the end of the season, they had a brand new lineup, and I think they're going to continue. I don't know. Listen, I wish that we see some of the Creature Commandos, especially the Bride in the live action. I hope to see the Bride in live action. Oh, I forgot. Cersei is in season 1, and James Gunn mentioned. Let me see if I could bring that up. Let me see, guys. Give me 1 second. Let me see 1 second. Let me see. Is it this one? Wonder Woman. Is it the same report? I think I missed that. Hello. Oh, here we go. So yeah, I forgot to bring this up. Wonder Woman. Yeah. So here it is, though. Sorry. Okay. So the ladder is slowly moving, but it's moving. Gunn says while confirming Wonder Woman movie is being written right now. So a movie is being written right now. He didn't say who's writing it, which is messed up because we want to know who's writing it just to make sure that it's in good hands. Gunn hasn't yet cast the DCU Batman or Wonder Woman, but notes that Robert Pattinson is still there in the director's Matt Reeves' corner of the DC franchise. Although there have been many delays, Pattinson will return as Batman Part 2. Meanwhile, Reeves continues to build out his Batman epic crime saga, a series of movies and shows, including The Penguin, that remains separate from the main DCU continuity. Listen, the Wonder Woman, I know they mentioned that they were gonna bring, they were gonna do this Themyscira show, and nothing has come to fruition when it comes to that. But my pick, you guys, if you've been watching me for a little bit, know that Adria Arjona. Let me see if I have her queued up here. Adria Arjona, who's let me get some images. Let me see. Let me find a sexy Latina picture. Let me see. Where's she's just beautiful, man. Fucking love it. This guy just lucked out. Where's that? No, there's one picture that, like, she's showing some of that cake because she got cake. With all due respect, Mr. Momoa, because that's Momoa's girl right there. Where, man? How come I don't have that picture here? Ah, stupid Google. Hold on a second. Images. Oh, this is the shot. This is a shot right here. This is a shot right here. So Adria Arjona, who's dating Jason Momoa, that's a shot. With all due respect, of course. But anyway, so yeah, Adria Arjona, it would be my perfect casting for a Wonder Woman. Like there's some names being thrown out there, and they look respectable. I'm not gonna deny that. Especially like this, my second choice will be that girl that played that was in Shazam and the two Shazam movies. But to me, she's just perfect, bro. She is just perfect. She will fit that Wonder Woman bikini shorts perfectly. Yeah, she's my top choice. And I think, listen, James Gunn and Jason Momoa they already have a working relationship. So I can see Jason Momoa saying, hey, you know, she's a great actress. She already worked with you, James Gunn. You know, she put in the work. No, let me do my best impression of Jason Momoa. You know, she's a great. No, my throat is gonna get messed up. No, she's a good actress. I've seen her in a couple of things, and one was an action show, and I think she will be absolutely perfect for that role. So James Gunn and the team, they are writing right now a Wonder Woman film. So that would be great. Another thing that he's also writing is another film that nobody knows anything about, and I still think it's gonna be the Terrifics. You can quote me on that. I've been saying that I said that a couple of times here, and I think that's what it is. It is gonna be the Terrifics. It is gonna be the Terrifics. Anyway, been going on for quite some. Oh my God, I've been going on for so. Man, the time just flies by when you're having fun, for sure. All right, so I don't know if you guys got your tickets, man. Amazon Prime Time pre-sales included Superman's with Amazon Prime's pre-sales included Superman soar past Guardians of the Galaxy 3 1.3 times and the Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, listen, I'm just going by what has been said here. And what it's saying is that Superman sold more tickets for this movie than Fantastic Four. I'm not trying to pin them against each other, but more than Fantastic Four First Steps. I got my tickets for Fantastic Four First Steps too. I can prove it. But then you guys will scan my QR code and go see my movie. Keep in mind that the Fantastic Four, they open up their ticket sales for multiple time slots throughout the day, different 5,000 probably movie theaters, whatever movie theaters where it's going to be playing at. The prime time exclusive was one time slot, one movie theater, and it still outdid Fantastic Four. You in no world you cannot tell me that's not impressive. I'm not trying to say that Superman is better than. I'm not trying to pin them because I want them to succeed because I want more Marvel. I like what I see from Fantastic Four, but I'm not as excited as I used to be for a Marvel movie. It has nothing to do with the Fantastic Four, even though I really liked the Thunderbolts, which I thought that I wasn't gonna like, but I was like, you know what, it looks different. And I enjoyed it a lot. But just the fact that movie, Superman, on the Amazon Prime sales outdid a movie that was selling tickets on every different time slot, different and over far more movie theaters, and it still outperformed it. I don't know what to tell you. That sounds like a win. A win is a win. That is a win. That's a huge win. And today, Box Office Theory, I'll put the link on here below, where it says that Superman right now is tracking between $140 million and $185 million on its weekend opening. I guess it's a global weekend opening. Cumin $370 million worldwide. This is worldwide. Let me see. Domestic and domestic. Domestic low end. Okay. So they're estimating that this is box office theory, but again, I gotta preface by saying this, that this is not the real official. The real official comes out from Deadline or THR, and they usually come out like 1 or 2 weeks before the movie comes out. And usually they go more conservative, so that way when it hits them, if it hits, like, I guarantee you that they're gonna come out with 100, 120, and 140. So that way when it hits 160, the headlines will really overperform. So they rather, lowball it, so that way they don't, they don't look bad on the press, because if they say, yeah, it's gonna be $180 million and then it makes 160, which is freaking fantastic. But if it does that, then the narrative will be, oh, they predicted to be 185, but they only made 165, like $165 million. It's like a chump change. Like what the fuck are we talking about here, bro? Do you even have $30,000 in your account? It's like, feel me? Like, do you have $5,000 in your account for you to be saying like shit like that? Like, oh, you just made a little bit of money. But anyway, so box office theory said that it's gonna be, they're forecasting that it's gonna be between 140 millions and 185 millions. And I listen, from everything that I've seen from this film, from what I've seen from this film, it's giving me it's giving me good vibes that it's gonna be between 140 and 185. I mean, the marketing alone, like, it's everywhere. Like, even co-workers have like hit me up like, yo, did you see the last trailer for Superman? And like, that to me, that's a great indicator, because they're not plugged in like I am, like you are, like we are here on the live stream talking about this Cape shit. Like, they're not as plugged in, and but they know that I do a podcast, all this stuff. They're like, yo, okay, what do you think about the new trailer? Like, I had a couple of co-workers. They're like, oh, this is a good indicator. Not saying this should be the only indicator, but to me, it is a good one, because it means that the general audience is becoming aware of this film. The other thing was my sister, like, oh, that's a new Superman. Like, yes, oh, it looks different. Everything looks different. Again, that's what I said at the beginning. This looks very different, because he needed to present that to the universe, to the general public, that this was a different universe, that we're starting from scratch, we're starting new. This is a whole different, complete reboot. So yeah, let me see. Go back to this. Oh boy. So yeah. So I think I don't know what is the box office. Let me know in the comments, or if you guys, if you watch it on the replay. Why is this thing so blurry? Oh man, I didn't fix the camera. Let me know what do you guys think? What are your predictions for the weekend box office? One thing that happened to me, I live in the boonies. I live in the suburbs. I like in a really secluded area, and I was not too familiar with this area. And there was an IMAX near me. My nephew said, "Do not go to the IMAX because it's really bad." But there's another movie theater that's really close to me, and I didn't know that they would have tickets for that day. So I bought tickets for me, my wife, my kids, and my daughter, like my 3 kids and me and my wife, for that showing that is like almost an hour from here. So like, I'm already thinking, so that week I'm on vacation, so I'm thinking, like, let's make it a field trip. Let's go out there, spend the entire day, go to the mall. There's a really nice mall near it. And then we go to the IMAX, and then we drive back and just like have a field day. But then my kids live in a different state. Well, they live 2 hours away from here, and they couldn't make it here. So now I was like, all right, fine, let me cancel it and then rebook it. And then when I was in the process, I noticed that there was a movie theater like 15 minutes away from here. Like, what? Anyway, but yeah, it was like a little ordeal back and forth with me, my kids, and getting those tickets. But I finally got it. I secured them. For the Amazon Prime, and I also bought tickets for the 11, so I could watch it a second time on 3D. Is it 3D? No, No, it's Dolby Sound. Dolby Sound. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? All right, what are you guys talking about? Okay. Let me not go too far back. Hunter Iggy, why not Isa Gonzalez? Is Isa or Liza? Oh, I think the first name is wrong, but I know who you're talking about. She's from the Three Body Problem. Yeah, I like her too. That's what I said. Like, there's a couple of them that that people feel that she will be a great. Yeah. I think she's hot too. I agree. Yes, I agree with that. I agree. Liz Wonder also say D Shepard. Yes. Yeah. See, no, there's a lot of great actresses. There's a lot of great candidates. What I don't want is the bad actress. I don't want Gal Gadot. No, fuck out of here. I don't want that. She's a horrible actress, and she has a horrible track record, man. She's like box office poison. She hasn't had a hit since Wonder Woman. Since the first Wonder Woman, name me one great performance from Gal Gadot after Wonder Woman. I'll wait. The Globe Official. I really don't care about the money and stocks or whatever. Like everybody, or I'm sorry, or whatever. Like everybody else. Don't get me wrong. I want the movie to do well. But how good the film is was important to me, and everything looks amazing, sir. You deserve one of these. Facts. Listen, I still think that the studio is looking at this because a lot of people are putting a lot of pressure. In short, this Superman supposed to perform well, right? It's supposed to perform good, but a lot of people are putting this huge pressure, saying that if this movie doesn't perform, the universe is dead. I don't think that's accurate. I think it's gonna have a rough time, but I think they are investing in the long run. I think they are saying, no, we are here. We might not give you exactly what we intended to give you to begin with. Probably we're gonna take be a little bit more conservative with our spending, and instead of giving Elisa Gonzalez. Yes, you're right, Elisa Gonzalez. Thank you. We're gonna be a little bit more conservative with the budgets and with the shows and all that stuff. Maybe they're gonna cut back a little bit because the money's not gonna be there. But if this movie perform, it's gonna be a different scenario where they're gonna give you everything that they are building and more. Because now there's potential for them to have a universe that is $1 billion franchise. Now the Suicide Life is gonna see the dollar signs, like, okay, this IP is worth a shit ton of money, and I'm gonna be making Marvel money or Disney money, whatever it is, and they're gonna be over the moon, and they're gonna be backing everything that James Gunn does. That's why I would prefer, it's like, to me, if he makes 100 million, 750, I'll be fine. But if he makes $1 billion, if he hits $1 billion, boy, it's gonna be good for the DCU, my friend. It's gonna be great for the DCU. That is one fine woman, Elisa Gonzalez, for Catwoman. Oh, for Catwoman, she will be freaking perfect too. She will be absolutely perfect. Oh my God, no. Can Wonder Woman actually look like an Amazon? Wait, what? She gonna be like 12 feet? Is she gonna be like 12 feet and muscle bound? Even not even in the animated series, she's like that big. You're missing the genuine the Guinness while doing the impression. Oh yeah, I'm missing the yeah. That's Momoa. The Andor girl, that Andor girl, yes, she's an Andor. I forgot. Yes, thank you for that. Looking to me, but I'm fine with all the rumors of Wonder Woman casting. But Adria is definitely the best looking woman I've seen, an insanely good actress. Bars like that when it has to make sense. I agree, because the last Wonder Woman was better working towards them not making. Yeah, she was trash. The second, the first one. See, she's not a great actress, but the first Wonder Woman was great. The first Wonder Woman, I'm not gonna take away from her that she had a great performance there. The second one, I was like, what the hell is this? Make the Wonder be Wonder Woman cake. I got my early Amazon Prime. Yes. Ooh, nice. Let's go. Ana de Armas. No. I like Ana de Armas, but she's like petite. She's even though this girl that played Catwoman. I don't know why people always drooling over her. I don't think she's that attractive. Her mom oh my god, in the Cosby Show, man. I don't know if you were a 90s kid and you didn't drool over her. Anyway, yeah, so you got my tickets on IMAX. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got my tickets, man. I cannot wait to see that film, bro. Let me see. John Campia has some great candidates for the DCU. I haven't watched Campia in a while. Because last time he was hating. He was he was talking about what was the last time I was watching him? I don't remember what he was talking about, but I remember that I was like, no, I cannot watch this individual because and I think the best one doing it right now as far as live stream is John Campia for sure. But I don't agree with some of his takes, and I like when I watch a live stream, I like to feel like it's a live stream, like I'm interacting with people, chatting. Like I like to watch those type of live stream, and like his feels like a very specific pragmatic format that is like made for TV. I think I don't know, but I think he's like the best one doing it. But I don't watch him a lot. I haven't watched him. 84 was not for anybody, and the numbers says that. 84, she had too many lines and. Tito, you just drop a bomb. Yes, in 84, Gal Gadot had too many lines and that exposed her bad act and facts. That's a fact. Yeah, she's a horrible actress, man. Lisa Bonet in the 90s? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know anybody that was not in love with her. Lisa Bonet. Sorry, 84 was even for women. Jessica Green. Oh, Jessica Green. Yes, that's her. That's her name. Fact. Yeah, she was great. So I wouldn't mind her. She looks like her. She's a better. She kind of looks like Gal, but a better actress for sure. For sure. See, now I gotta fight the entire chat because you're the only one who liked that. You're the one person who went to see the movie. Yeah, Zoe Kravitz. Yeah. She's her mom, Lisa Bonet. She was like, I don't see the appeal in Zoe Kravitz. Honestly, I don't. But Lisa Bonet was, bro, worldly. Oh. Anyway. So guys, all right, so we've been going for quite some time now. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let me make sure before I check out, so that way I don't, just in case something popped in on the feed that I'm not checking out. Electrons, let me see. There's nothing. Oh no, I'm putting this. Ooh, who's this? Oh no, that's not it. Let's see. And let me see. People started to casting Batman. Who's this? Jake Gyllenhaal, Sebastian Stan. Sebastian Stan is not gonna switch teams, bro, to play. Even though that wouldn't be a Sebastian Stan as the new Batman. Theo James, no. Oliver, this is one of my choices too. This dude right here, Oliver Jackson Cohen. He would be, that dude plays dark really good. I think he will be a great Batman. And doesn't have like square chin, but I think this dude is too pretty. Everybody casts this dude. I don't know why. Nah, not the biggest fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. But let me see. I don't want to be showing my feed. Let me see what else. What do you miss? I don't miss nothing from those. The next month is officially based baby. Oh, okay. Let me see. How to Train Your Dragon. Probably gonna check it out. Oh shit. Yo, man, the world is falling apart, man. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Fortnite. Superman's in Fortnite. Let me see. Let me go back. Why is this individual on my? It's in my For You page. Having mutuals messed me up, man. Who's this? Let's see. Okay, I think I cover everything. These are the haters. This some of you are the movies in theaters in July. There's gonna be a lot of people hate watching, just picking it apart. And listen, if you're not watching it on the Amazon early screening, guys, get off social media for those 2 days until you watch it, because I guarantee you those assholes will come on social media and give you the entire film. I guarantee you there will be somebody with their phone recording the entire thing and uploading it to Twitter, because Twitter allows you to upload whatever. So just be on the lookout for that. Don't if you cannot watch it on the Amazon Prime screenings, stay off social media after that day, because I'm guarantee you there's gonna be people that's gonna be spoiling it, just gonna go hate watch it, give you big plot reveals, all of that. They want to, they're miserable. They are miserable and they want you to be miserable with them. So don't let them ruin the fun for you. Make sure to either mute, only click on followers so you don't see your common postings, so that way you don't get spoiled on that film, because man, I guarantee you they're gonna be out there. I'm not a big fan of Glenn Powell. He's too pretty. I'm not a big fan of Glenn Powell. He's just too pretty to play Batman. But you know what? I don't mind Sebastian Stan, but I don't think Bucky, that's too big of a character to switch over to the DCU. I don't think Bucky would do that. Did you watch? Yeah, I watched them all. Yeah, they're great. That's one that got me all emotional. The homeboy from 1923 is who I want to play. Oh yeah, and everybody wants him. Forget his name. I don't see the appeal either. I will be fine. I will be absolutely fine if they cast him. You see, Dell in the City. Josh Peck is Josh Peck looks like Batman. He looks like Batman, like the classic Batman. No, I mean, sorry, Bruce Wayne. Let me if you're not familiar with this individual, let me look him up, so that way he's in the Star Trek series, I think it is. Yeah, Star Trek. Peck. No, not Josh Peck. It's Gary Peck's grandson. Great. What is it? Ethan Peck. Josh Peck. Josh Peck is from Drake and Josh. Oh man, yeah, we both blacked out there. Hold on 1 second. Let me get that. Ethan Peck. Look what Ethan Peck looks like, dude. Tell me this guy is not Batman. Tell me this guy is not Batman. Come on. Why they did that? Tell me this guy is not Batman. That dude has the jawline, the look. Like this here. I know I mentioned this on the previous live stream, but I know I got a lot of new subscribers. This guy, he's the grandson of Gregory Peck. And the creators of the Batman, they have mentioned multiple times that they use Gregory Peck, his grandfather, as the inspiration to create their Bruce Wayne. So this dude has some legacy associated with that character also. So I think he will be perfect. I know he's not that tall. Let me see, how tall is he? He's 6'1". That's good. To me, it's good. That's good. That's perfect. That's the same height as Robert Pattinson. So yeah, I think he will be perfect. Like to me, that he will be he's like a little on the slim side. He will need to bulk up a little bit because I want my Batman to be a little bit more, grizzle, a little bit more diesel. So yeah, he will need to put a couple of pounds on. What are you guys? Okay, let me see. What are you guys talking about? Let's get into the chat. Jackie Gyllenhaal will never be. No, not mine either. I wouldn't be mad if they cast him, but it's not definitely. It has never been, not even on my top 10. What are you saying? Is one of them? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that dude is gonna be one of them that is gonna. His excuse is because he got a review it. Fuck out of here, bro. Like you spend the entire fucking this past 2 years building you spend your whole personality. You spend 2 years shitting in the film, and you think that you're gonna have a unbiased review about this movie? Like you think I'm gonna go fucking watch your channel to give me a good review or an unbiased review? Like just because you tell me yes, I'm gonna judge the film for what it is when it comes out. No, fucking you're not. You spend the last 2 years shedding on every single frame, every piece of information, every piece of news, everything that has to do with this movie, and you think you're gonna tell me something unbiased, that you're gonna give me a proper review about this movie? Your credibility is on the fucking shitter, bro. Don't talk to me that you're gonna give me a fucking review about the movie that you've been shitting on for the past 2 years. Fuck you and fuck your mom for giving you birth. Anyway, sorry. Yes, Brandon has it, but I don't know. No. Let me see. What is it? Fuck that guy. I don't want to even put him in the chat. Sorry. Let's give him a different name, because I don't want to fucking give him any fucking clout. Fuck that guy. I don't like that motherfucker. Alan will be a good choice for Absolute Batman. Ooh. Yes, because he's big and jacked. And Absolute Batman, that beast right there. I wish that we get him in the live action one day. That would be crazy. I doubt it. I don't think we're gonna get Absolute Batman on the big screen. That would be crazy. Like especially like Bane. Bane is like fucking 20 feet tall high. Alan Richardson doesn't have the range to play Bruce Wayne. Listen, I think that Bruce Wayne has to. I don't know. You have to be a good actor. That's what I'm saying. If you're talking about that dude from Nickelodeon, miss me with that. No, that's not him. This is not from Nickelodeon. Yeah, we were saying Josh Peck. That's Drake and Josh. I got the wrong name. That was my bad. I don't think they use Gregory Peck as a projection of Bruce Wayne. Didn't know that. Yes, they did. They did. Actually, you know what? Let me see. I think inspiration Batman. Oh, come on. Let's Google what you needed. Let me get that. Yeah, see, this is from, let me see if I could share this with you. Okay, let me see if I can share this with you guys. Yeah, so Gregory Peck served as visual inspiration for the character of the Bruce Wayne, specifically in Frank Miller's Batman Year One comic book book series. Oh shit. Comic book artist David. Oh no, wait. Okay, so that was my bad then. Where did I read? Hold on 1 second. I know that I read. While Gregory Peck's physical appearance once was a key inspiration for the. It's important to know that the characters' personality and back were developed by the characters Bill Fingers and Bob Kane. Fingers, in particular, contributed to significantly to the character, the constant elements, and overall person. So yeah, so. Oh, so yeah, so he was. So I was right. So yeah, he was a key inspiration for the character of Batman when Bill Finger and Bob Kane created the character. Even though, you guys know the history between Bob Kane and Bill Finger, in particular how much it contributed to creating the character. But yeah, so there's some legacy there associated with that character. And so it will be absolutely cool. This is a dumb shit that I've seen on social media. People they did this with Fantastic Four, that they're not selling, there's only like a couple of seats here and there. Like, this is the stupidest shit, bro. Like, you know how many people go on the day off to buy tickets? Like, I don't like this wasted energy just to like prove a stupid baseless point. It's like, Jesus, people freaking just want to be miserable. Bruce Wayne should almost be an American James Bond vibe. Yes, and that dude has it. To me, they made the Batman movie in 1950. Gregory Peck would played Batman because would have played Batman because he was a stoic actor like the character Bruce Wayne is. Yes. Yes. All right, guys, thank you for watching the live stream. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section below. If you're watching on the replay, share this content with everybody. Make sure they share in all social media platforms so that way we can grow this community. So that way it's a party every week like it was today. I had a great time with you guys, with everybody that's in the chat, even Linda Nelly. I think I already said that it's gonna be like between 7:20, between 7 and 8. That's it. That's my last prediction. But I wanted to hit 1 billion. But anyway, thank you to you. Thank you, Dell in the City. Thank you, Manolo. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. Let me see who else is still here. Thank you, Lindenelli again. That's DC Metal Nerd. Tito, thank you for coming through. My producer, Zelina, thank you for coming through. Antonio Barker. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been a pleasure, as always is. So make sure to subscribe, share this content. Till next time, guys, remember, no matter how old you get, never let your nerd die. Peace.